Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of What's Your Birthday Mashup. Yes, today is a new month, which means we have another song from the life of a showgirl. It's called Eldest Daughter. It is the fifth track from the life of a showgirl. Today is May 1st, and I'm really excited to tell you what your birthday mashup is for those of you who celebrate. Happy birthday! Your birthday mashup for today is Eldest Daughter from the life of a showgirl and Fortnight from the Torture Poets Department. But if you combine the two songs together, you will get Eldest Daughter and her Fortnight. As simple as it goes, Eldest Daughter is an emotional ballad. Everyone says it's the cringiest ballad and the cringiest track 5. Others say it's the worst track 5 in her discography. I don't know how this happened, but ever since The Life of a Showgirl was released, everyone was cringing. Everyone was disgusted about how cheesy the lyrics were, how too bland they are. They're annoyed. Just like The Fate of Ophelia, Elizabeth Taylor, Opalite, and Father Figure, Eldest Daughter is a different song. It's acoustic. It has a lot of piano, of course. But Fortnight, the lead single from the Torture Poets Department, is really different than the other songs from the Torture Poets Department. You know, you have a collaboration. You have so many ballads from Travis and Joe and other boyfriends. But people are saying Eldest Daughter reminds them of White Horse in the chorus. So how they connect from White Horse to Eldest Daughter, others may say reminds them of This Is Me Trying. But when I first heard The Life of a Showgirl and Eldest Daughter, it kind of reminds me of another song. I was thinking about it for a long time, and it reminds me of The Scientists. But when she said, "I'm not a bad bitch, and this isn't savage," with her Gen Z slang, I knew that part started with "Come up to meet you and tell you I'm sorry." That's where the Eldest Daughter begins to flashback on the early on the decade. They both resemble heartbreak. They both resemble the emotions that consider the worst in them, the worst in themselves, the worst in other people. They reflect on that. And to any of you who has an eldest daughter in the family, make sure you let them know that this is your month from the life of a showgirl. Anyone who celebrates in May, not just eldest daughters or Swifties, but anyone who celebrates, non-Swifties, music lovers, movie lovers, it's May Day for anyone who celebrates. I also want to follow up with a recap from the last 120 episodes. So, where we began on New Year's Day, the same song from the Torture Poets Department, the same lead single, Fortnight, had to be matched with another lead single, The Fate of Ophelia from the life of a showgirl. It spanned 31 days, mashing up every song from the Torture Poets Department with The Fate of Ophelia. And then we headed towards February with the second track from the life of a showgirl, Elizabeth Taylor. Elizabeth Taylor had to be mashed up for 28 days. 7 days, 4 weeks straight. And then we went straight to Opalite, the third song from the life of a showgirl. 31 days, just like The Fate of Ophelia. And then Father Figure. The whole month of April, we mashed up Father Figure. It spanned 30 days, excluding the manuscript. Now here we are at our 5th month of the year, the 5th song from the life of a showgirl, Eldest Daughter. Of course, we'll have 31 days, just like the former two, The Fate of Ophelia and Opalite. Once we end this month, we will see how much progress we made for Eldest Daughter mashups. So right now we are in Eldest Daughter and Fortnight, the collaboration, the lead single from Torture Poets. And tomorrow we got Eldest Daughter at the Torture Poets Department. a mashup between Eldest Daughter and the Torture Poets Department. They're both consistent, pretty much similar, pretty much consistent. I love that. It's about to be deeper in text, like Ophelia, Elizabeth Taylor, Opalite, Father Figure, and now Eldest Daughter is coming in and taking over this month, which is good because next week is my birthday. We got May Day, Cinco de Mayo, Memorial Day. I don't know about the rest of the plans that I want to make. I'll figure it out by the time being. And remember, I'm not done with this conversation. During that whole chorus of Eldest Daughter, Taylor had to go for the Gen Z slang that rhymes with that same word. Traitors, operators, bad bitch, and savage, they both rhyme. And that's good. They had to go with that flow. That's what she had to do. Every singer-songwriter had to do that. Lunch was the same thing. I could eat that girl for lunch, yes, she dances on my tongue. Eldest Daughter was just like that. And speaking of lunch, that was my first homemade music video that I made just about a year ago. I hope you reminisce that. I hope you remember that time where I had to film almost 30 takes of a music video that I really enjoy. This was one of the greatest moments in the history post-GED. And remember, The Life of a Showgirl has 12 songs. The Tortured Poets Department has 31 songs. I could go on for saying this. Everyone has a birthday mashup. What's yours? And that is how Boo sees it.